completely off topic, but kind of not off topic.
You're not gonna say Diddy.
No. So the other story that I had a little bit too much time on my hands. I'm sorry, been dealing with stuff with my pops and all that stuff. But in the process, I had a chance to kind of catch up with what's been going on. So there was this young lady on social media, and it was making its rounds and stuff.
Another woman, okay.
And she said, and I quote, I made $45 million this year on OnlyFans. $45 million. I want you to put that in perspective. LeBron James, on a year-to-year basis, makes 48. Jason Tatum, who was another basketball player, a high-profile star, plays for the Boston Celtics, makes about 30. Who else? There's other artists and other athletes. Travis Kelce, 15. Patrick Mahomes makes about 40. This young lady on OnlyFans, 45.
Is that what she's claiming, or did she?
No, it's proof. Because she actually showed the actual take off of her app to show that she actually takes home 45 million. She was bringing in 150,000 a week on OnlyFans. $150,000 a week. One person.
Wow.
One of her in the story, and the reason the story got legs was because she showed it, and they showed like one of her biggest donators. One big donator donated $4.5 million to her.
I just saw today.
Who was it?
On commercial about the one.
No, I didn't even see it. No. It was on. I saw it on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and it's been like a big running story, and it was like 45 million. She's making 100 and something thousand a week for people just giving her money.
But I see. One thing I don't understand is why.
That's my problem.
Okay, like why? Because she's not providing a service.
She's just putting out pictures and videos.
Yeah, that's not
and
a
stuff.
service. That's not a service.
$45 million.
Like, this would be a little more understandable if she was an actual lady of the night and she had clients, but she's not. Only a little bit, not by a lot, because at least with that, there'd be...
She better do the top.
She's not, she's human.
Yeah.
No, but think about this. And if you look at her...
I mean, that's desperation.
No, if you look at her, that's the part I'm getting to next. If you look at her, she's probably, 22-ish, maybe 23. Looks like a kid.
That's concerning.
I'm trying to figure out...
What's her ethnic?
Huh?
What's her ethnic?
I want to say probably white, Spanish. Her name is Sophie Rain. For all the uninitiated, I'm gonna give her her due. Give her her thing because she proved this to be true. 45 million. I'm just trying to wrap my head about what are these guys doing with their bread?
Not eating it, apparently.
No, I'm trying to figure out to give up that type of money to one person that you're not going to see, barely have a conversation with, and she generates $45 million, not thousand, not just a mil, 45 million in a year, 100,000 a month, and that's a low month for her. I couldn't wrap my head around that because it's like y'all. Also, if y'all got that type of money, y'all couldn't find a woman that y'all could just go hang out with y'all and be with in real time and go do stuff. Y'all just want to throw it towards her, who y'all have no connection to, no nothing. But you could go and ladies, please don't take this the wrong way. I want to. I'm trying to say this the right way possible. If this dude had $4 million,
That's fair.
and he spent this across a year, you could go find a woman. You could find multiple women, and easily be in their presence if you're going to spend $4 million.
Because that level of bread, it don't matter how you look, it don't even matter how you talk, it don't matter how you smell, because all they're gonna see is that you're changed.
Right. If that's what you want to, if you want to trick off your money, dog. But see, here's the problem. The reason why I brought that up is because these people who are throwing money towards Sophie Rain in particular, for whatever reason, these are the same guys who will tell you, well, don't be with a person because they're after you for your money. Don't be with this person because... These are the same people who tell you this, but in the same conversation piece are going to throw $4 million towards somebody who they're not even going to ever see in their life.
I don't know, man. I feel like we gotta bring back bullying. We gotta bring that shit back.
No, I'm just like... So let's take away the $4 million guy. You still got $41 million in tow. Even if you took away his $4 million, that's still $40 million of people just throwing her money. For what?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
For content? That's a lot of paper. But that tells you how invested people are in OnlyFans. You know what y'all should do? To be fun, if y'all want to make some, I'm gonna tell y'all want to make some money. Y'all want to make some money. Get yourself $100 and invest in OnlyFans stock. Because if they're getting $45 million from one content creator, I can only imagine what the whole company is getting behind that. No, I ain't. No, don't. I'm being facetious. I'm being facetious. I'm not.
Bad bullying.
I'm just like right
No,
there.
but I'm saying, but if
you see that right now, what the stock market is on that,
no, the stock is stupid. Because because
you can see, I can
think about
what
that.
I'm saying right now. A person who has a high bid, if they start investing in this, like right now, even with at least $2,000 they invested on that,
No.
after how much that revenue that person would take home, at least.
Let me tell you this. Here's the real problem. When that ran down the feed, what do you think a lot of the females were thinking? What do you think a lot of the females were thinking when they ran down and said this girl got 45 million?
I'm not saying nothing.
I'll help. I'll help.
Stay right here.
I'll help for the kids and the ladies in the back.
Let you handle that one.
So I know the ladies were thinking that, dang, I could quit my job, do the same thing that she's doing. Here go. I look better than her. I know I look better than her. She ain't all that. She alright.
I'm staying out of that one.
She alright.
Oh,
You mean to tell me if this girl got 45 million, I could jump on and at least get
46.
No, I could at least get. For real, but this is what these girls is thinking. He ain't wrong. I can get 46.
Yeah, that's so
Because
bad.
she ain't all that.
That's so bad.
Because that's what these females are thinking. So everybody's going. So guess what happened on TikTok when everybody's like, well, dang, if she got that, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna do what she do because she ain't that good. I know.
I feel like
she
this is
can't be.
I feel like this is a very lightning in the bottle type situation, where there was something about her that attracted just these copious amounts of buyers to her. The problem is that whatever the hell she did will not be replicated by most other women.
I'm gonna tell you how crazy that is. So think about this. She's not. I mean, she's in that world, but
You
she's
looking
not.
her up, Paul?
Yeah, she's yeah.
But I want.
She's dope. But I want you to pull up. So pull up. No. So pull up. I'm gonna pull up another picture. Pull up Autumn Falls.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Pull up the artist Autumn Falls. Just type it in. You type it. I'm talking. But I want you to look at her and look at Autumn Falls. And the reason why I want to say that is because I want to give you a Autumn, like AUTUMN, Falls.
Like the season.
FALLs. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So just look at this. Pull it up. Look at the picture.
Like a season. Yep.
Yeah. Pull it up. Look at the.
That's why I knew that was gonna pop up. That's why I spelled it the other way.
This Negro. Look at that.
Okay.
Then you see Sophie, right? Similar, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I say that because I want to give y'all reference. She's in the industry. Sophie not so much in the industry. Sophie gets 45 million. She probably gets about 5. And she's in the industry who's been established. So what does that tell? So what does that tell you?
There's something about it's not just purely physical appeal.
Exactly.
It's not purely physical appeal. That's playing a huge part, right? That's obvious.
It has to be, but it's like it's.
But there's something more to this that's driving these guys, maybe even a few women, but these fools. That's both man and woman. Fools to give her money. What though?
But that's the kicker. So when you talk about star power, we were talking about this earlier. Star power. $45 million on OnlyFans, you gotta have some sort of star power. Because there's a lot of people who are on OnlyFans who have star power who don't get that type of money. A lot of high profile people, by the way. I ain't gonna mention no like celebs names. There's a lot of celebs on there. You know, Mandy Rose. who in turn dropped her very established WWE job to do this, who's been making a buttload of money on this too, by the way.
Yeah.
But she's an established space, but not getting 45 million. But that but think about
what if this was some sort of elaborate money laundering?
That's what people was trying to say too.
Because like
somebody said that they were trying to funnel money through her.
You didn't think about that part.
No, so that's no. I'm funny you said that. Somebody mentioned that.
I got my thinking.
No. Somebody mentioned that she could be part of a big money laundering machine where they're just kind of shuffling money through her, so they could kind of basically
because they kind of gave themselves away with that
$4
million.
In street terms, washing the money, you get that bad money, wash it through one of these artists, they flip it and give you some good money.
Because in all seriousness, I don't think she's keeping all that money, dude. I don't get me wrong, she's probably getting a decent cut, if not a good cut. But there's no way there's 45 sitting in her bank.
So here's where I'm gonna kind of say the maybe. You may not be wrong because it would be hard pressed for me to say
it's
that.
just speculation.
But here's the other thing I always consider. I think about a lot of the Twitch streamers and how much money they generate. You think about your Kai Cenat, your iShowSpeed, your Sennas, your Pokemans, and some of them who are on Twitch who generate a lot of money on that platform. They don't do any of that stuff, but they generate a buttload of money. So I can understand that you gotta establish your celebrity in other venues, and you can get to that type of bag. I'm just saying it's extremely hard to do. Now, first of all, before I continue, shout out to Kai Cenat because he just did the Mafia Don 2. He had all kind of artists on there and stuff. It was, even though they had maybe one like minor hiccup, very good content, very watchable. To get all them celebrities and all that stuff to make that production happen was great. Shout out to that man. He's doing very good things. And you got robbed at the Streamer Awards. You should have got it. iShowSpeed's great, but he should have got that. At least this year. But anyway, off that, I want to just kind of show him some love because he did put out some good content, even though it's not for everybody, but it was good.
Yeah.
It was good content overall. But I say that because you do have younger kids who could get to that type of money, like 45 million for what they do. Pretty sure Kai Cenat's good for 45. Pretty sure iShowSpeed, some of these other streamers are good for 20 to 30, 35 million. They get to that. So they even said they were a millionaire at 18. So they're a million at 18 and they're 23 and they have, 100 times more to following. Obviously, that money's going to grow with them. Just in what they get in streamership, just what they get in like endorsement deals, things like that. Kai Snott's endorsement deal is pretty high with Nike. Just to give you an idea. He got a good. He's a streamer who got a shoe deal. You tell me what streamer got a shoe deal? He got it. So if that's the case, that's not to say that a person like Sophie Rain can't get to that money, but a lot of people are saying is that,
like that.
why her? Why her? Out of all people, her. But the problem is that you just set the narrative for all these ladies to say, well, if she can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
I gotta be able.
I can get 46.
Even if it's not 46, I can get half and be fine, because even if they got $1 million, a lot of people would drop all their jobs to do that.
I don't even. You remember the song? I don't remember which the song is. It was like, you could do it if you put your back
Into it. Hey.
Like, the thing is,
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
That's it. Put your back into it.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us
But
here or anyone anywhere, at least here in the States, can deny, unfortunately, how profitable pornography has become in the modern day. But 45 million in one person, that's very suspicious.
But what do you always say? What makes money?
Oh, I always tell people, like, sex makes a lot of money, and obviously the reason. Oh my God, I connected this back to Diddy, but dog, that was his downfall. The sex part is the downfall. It's really what it comes down to. Because if you think about it,
Damn, 45 lakhs?
45 million.
For just one person?
But think about if you really ask a lot of these people who's in the industry, who get like, yo, an athlete wants to be with them or whatever, they like, yo, I'll give you $500K to go out there, to go hang out with me for a weekend or two. These are real conversations that's had, by the way. I'm not trying to front it. Any celebrity knows that these are real conversations that's had. Yo, I'll give you like 30, 40K, come out here, come hang out for a couple of days. We do our thing and dip. 40K for 2 days? Yeah. And they're connected to a celebrity? Word, whatever. They sign an NDA and they dip. The problem is that, I hate to say it, but Diddy got this whole case and cases and on him now.
The Diddy thing ain't gonna slip out of you.
Nah, because what he did was he basically exposed the ecosystem. He exposed the ecosystem. It's the things that you already knew.
I mean, everybody
We knew the ecosystem, but now it's just out there for everybody to know it now. Not everybody knows the ecosystem, but the problem is everybody wants to be in the stupid ecosystem.
I mean, you gotta think about it. Everybody can't relate to the regulative, but at the same time, now that everything is starting to come out now, not just with the Diddy thing, now just everything.
Everything.
Now you're starting to see, okay, this is how they do it, this is who else do it, and this is how they make the money. So now we're not just gonna say, oh, Diddy, Jay-Z, we're gonna say OnlyFans too.
Well, I'm saying, everybody's connected. So people don't understand, it's all connected. It's all connected. They're not as separate as what y'all think they are.
And this ain't gonna be the last of us.
No, it's gonna be
everything gonna come out.
No, it's just like,
and to the least expect, it's gonna be certain. Your jaw is gonna drop when you see it come.
Right,
but certain little thing. Like this one, well, if it's true or not, there's still a jaw dropping story. Like, come on, Jay-Z.
Whether it's true or not true, it's just enough to be like, dog, did he really do this? But you already know that he was complicit in some of this. You're not in. If you were boys with somebody, trust me, if y'all did something, if Vic did something, it'll be hard pressed for you and I not to know about it. We will know about it at some point, because it's going to come out at some point, and we're going to know.
But see, here goes. Let me ask you one question, and I hate to ask this question.
Yes.
But
I'm a grown man. I can say
no. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Do you think all this had to connect with the rival stuff too as well, with the Biggie Puffy,
Nope.
Snoop, and all
Nope,
East
nope,
Coast and West Coast?
Nope.
Okay. I
Nope.
just wanted,
And
I just wanted you to clarify all
had
that.
nothing to do with that, but
Okay.
it has to do with how.
Cause at the time I thought about that. I'm like, I wonder, even with all these allegations, that this is still tied to connecting with all the little draminess with street stuff.
Okay, can I? Well, yes and no, but
Yeah.
here's what it really comes down to, like the real for real. It's really simple when it comes to how we operate in America and most other countries is not that far apart. It comes down to money and sex. It's really that's really where we are in our society. Society is literally based upon money and sex, and here's the thing, and it's always
greed.
it's money and sex and the greed of both. What do I mean by that? We're greedy for money and we're greedy for sex. And for guys, we're more greedy for sex. For girls, they're more greedy for money. But when you pair both of those together,
That's a dangerous way.
when you pair both of those together, there's no in between. That's the whole problem.
I mean,
you know what?
It's sad to say, Kim.
You know what the in between was
But
for a
that
long
is the
period of
truth.
time when we kind of lost it? Was Christianity and the relationship with God. That was the in between. Believe it or not, that was the separator.
Well,
But when you took that away from regular programming, what do I mean by that? There was a point in time when you could turn on your TV, on regular TV, and you'll see services, not just Joel Osteen. You're seeing 10, 12, 14.
The problem
is,
is this all started a long time ago. This is nothing recent.
Right.
This has been going on for far longer than people would like to realize.
Right.
Again, I'll say it again. It really kicked off during the Vietnam era, which is when this nation really started drifting away from God. Early to mid '60s,
Mhm.
it was a problem then, and it was like any cancer, only got worse over time. It started to snowball really, I would say, in the mid '70s, to the '80s, to the '90s, to the 2000s, to eventually now. What we're seeing is here is a critical mass where pornography is probably the most accepted it's ever been, the most talked about it's ever been, the most consumed it's ever been,
Pretty close.
the most depraved it's ever been.
I disagree with
What, the most consumed?
that. Yeah.
No. No. Because because of the internet era.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the answer to that is
Yeah.
yes, because of the internet era.
Yeah.
The most consumed it's ever been, we're living in an era right now where the flesh has overtaken any semblance of the spirit of this nation.
But see, even with that though, when people always try to say, "Oh, this is disgusting platform," why are we promoting this like that? But then it's like, you think they're gonna ever get rid of it? No.
Well, no, they're not because nobody wants to do anything about it.
So let's say we took OnlyFans away. No. Let's say we took it away for a minute. Before OnlyFans, what was the platform?
Twitter.
Has Twitter changed?
No.
What did Twitter do, by the way?
Water.
No.
X.
Twitter doubled down. They said, look, we're not gonna correct it. We're gonna let Elon Musk buy it, and we're gonna double down and open platforms.
Because
No, remember, you couldn't put those kind of things up on Twitter.
Of course you could, because Twitter was trying to regulate it, but then they just said, well, this is what people want, we're gonna double down and do it.
no, Twitter at this
They get
point
their
is practically half a porn site.
So
Because
what?
back then,
When
they first started, there's so many banners was on Twitter. You couldn't put certain little things on
So
there.
like I said, you just gotta understand, like, everybody's doubling down on it because they know that there's so much money involved. If they know that there's money involved on the Twitter side of things, why do you think they opened up OnlyFans? OnlyFans in its inception was not designed for. What OnlyFans was designed to do was to give regular artists a separate platform away from Twitter
And
to
Instagram.
try to do their own promotion away from Twitter. It wasn't designed for that. It's just, I always said, wherever porn is, everything follows. What do I mean by that? Back in the Blu-ray HD DVD era, the reason why Blu-ray was established was because porn said they wanted it on Blu-ray as opposed to HD DVD. Because if they would have said HD DVD, we wouldn't have had Blu-rays, we would have had HD DVD instead. And Microsoft would have won and Sony wouldn't have. But you see how that changed the landscape of things just by one simple decision? VHS and Betamax. The reason why VHS was established and Betamax wasn't is because the porn industry said it was easier to rock on VHS. Nothing else. I know people want to make it all like it was so big. No, it was a really simple thing. They had the money. They put their support behind it. People were buying it. They rock with it. It's simple. Fast forward to today, it's the same thing. So like Vic said, this has been happening since mid-70s.
Yeah, I mean, do people? Sadly, people they Playboy was a thing.
People don't understand that. People see Playboy now was like, well, Playboy's not the way Playboy. No, before the internet age, Playboy was the one. Y'all too young to understand that.
We had Playboy magazines.
No, y'all understood it because y'all had to sneak and get it, but y'all didn't understand when y'all went to the magazine racks.
Yeah.
And
Remember
even so, you could go through all the little magazine racks, and then they have like a little section in the tuck, which had Playboy, and I forgot the other company for the life of me. I forgot the other one, but there was two of them, and they would hide them. And then you got like the little in between stuff. Then you got like Maxim and some of them. So there was that was the bridge between like your Cosmos to Maxim. But they bridged them together. So they made the transition seamless. The only reason why Playboy is not established now is because Hugh Hefner just passed away. That's the only reason why. Because if the reason, that's why everything's connected. Before Diddy, there was Hugh. Hugh Hefner was that dude. And Hugh Hefner was the one who threw the party. Hugh Hefner is the one. Hugh Hefner was the one who had all stuff. Yes. Hugh Hefner was the one who actually has stuff that's built underground for all these celebrities and dip in and out. Guess what happened? What came out in the Diddy story? Oh, they used to travel on these underground roads and stuff where they actually had little shops and Starbucks and stuff on this underground road, and this is how celebrities travel in and out. They don't travel on the streets up high. They travel these underground streets to get in and out from here to Calabasas. Yes. Who established that? That wasn't Diddy. Hugh Hefner established that. Because he had the bread and he had the pull. You know how much pull you have to have with the city of LA
To build it
and Hollywood
That's why
to build that and to have all that established?
Why you think when you go to certain little things, especially in Beverly Hills, they got when you had the GPS lose direction on certain little things because it's a known street that you never been.
You don't. It's a street that you would never ever know in your life,
just like when
unless you're a celeb.
When I did a lift ride over there, I'm like, what? We by the Beverly Hills, but they're taking us to this path.
Mhm.
Like nobody knew.
Some random path.
You would never knew.
Exactly. And that's why I always say that
Never know. We might be a bus underneath us right
you
now.
don't know. You don't know what you're running through there.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you have to have a lot of pull. You gotta have
at least have a senator in your pocket.
No, you gotta have pull in places that most people don't have pull to get stuff like that done. And that's not just a Hugh Hefner thing, that's a Hollywood thing.
Shut it down. Shut the lights down. Shut the whole city down.
Yeah.
But
Shut
guess
them
what?
all down.
Guess what? But see, that's where Hollywood.
That's
You know how much
you know how much bread that is? You tell us, hey, I want to shut the whole city down.
Well,
No,
at that point, we ain't
Holly-
talking about bread. We're talking
So I
about
want-
the factory.
So I want y'all to think about something.
What?
So California
Yeah.
is probably the 5th highest income,
Okay.
probably in the world,
For
Of course.
as far as like making money.
I mean, this is I mean, even though it's expensive,
So I want y'all to think about
but
that.
at
And
the same
that's
time,
established
this is where the money is.
That's what established in two different entities, in tech and celeb. It runs through Cali.
This is where the money is. I mean, I hate to say it, even though it's expensive as hell over here, but
That's the reason why.
California,
They don't want
always
everybody out here.
Yeah, California is where the money is.
You need heat to make bread.
No,
It's
they want
hot.
to kick a lot of people out. Go someplace else. And then when you get your weight up, then you can come back.
That's basically what's.
Just talking to my peoples earlier, it's like people was like, oh well, what about Texas? What celebrities live in Texas that even was born and raised in Texas? None of them do. They live out here.
You know
Jay-Z
what?
don't live in New York. He lives out here.
That is kind of true though, because
They don't
you
live in-
see certain like, I'm like, man,
All
you
your
from
all
Texas,
your
but
all
you
your
stay
hood
in-
all your hood artists live in Atlanta,
you stay in LA or
but everybody else stays in LA.
Yeah.
They buy multi-million-dollar
Vegas.
homes in LA. The next closest thing is Vegas because they know that it's cheaper. And guess what they're trying to do? They're trying to build Vegas up to be the next spot, and they're the next ones up. They're the next ones
All
up.
them people talk, oh man, now we gotta move
No,
to Vegas.
no. Everybody's trying to move to Vegas now because it's still on the cheap. But guess when they start establishing everything? You already got
That's how
your,
much some taxes are gonna be
you're
over
getting your
there.
athletes on stuff. But guess what you're also getting? You're getting that whole environment that's from like the Hollywood environment there. You wanna know why? Because it's easy and it's already established like what they are. They already know what they are out there. They don't call it Sin City on accident. They already know what it is. All you're gonna do is put all your influencers gonna go out there. All your industry people's gonna go out there. And then all of a sudden you're gonna start seeing more athletes there. You're gonna see more actors and actresses there because they're already setting it up. The only reason why they didn't want to do it before is because they didn't want to be involved in the gambling aspects. Once they kind of kicked away the gambling part of it, now sky's the limit. Now sky's the limit. That's gonna be the next spot up. But I want to at least cover those things. That was the one thing I was like, damn. I heard that story. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. $45 million. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway,